everyone, it is me, Gigalem, and welcome back to Ratchet and Clank. In the last part, we finally cleared out Kirwan in a very long world. Well, not very long. We'll get to the longer ones later on. And now we have access to a few more planets and such. So, of course, well, it's to go, but heading to, I want to say Iridia? I keep forgetting to go to Iridia, but Eudora is, you know what, yeah, I think we have to go to Eudora. Eudora is probably the shortest planet in the game. There's only like one gold bolt, and there's only one skill point. Oh, Chairman Direct time.
Yes, quite lovely. That should just about do it. Commander, we are finished with this world. Commence towing our planet to its next destination. Lieutenant!
Yes, sir.
You have fulfilled your tree quota. Barely.
We are ready to return to base.
Not so fast, Lieutenant. Just because we don't need any more trees doesn't mean they should have them. Destroy everything.
So, now that we're in Planet Eudora, one of the very themes that surrounds the first 4 titles is corporate greed. A lot of corporate greed. And, and it is laid on thick. Now, there is somewhere we can go first and such. First and such. But, let me look at my notes, because, yeah. We have a very easy skill point. So easy that, it's, like, probably the easiest. So, okay, first things first. You want to go in the first-person view. This is one of the few trophies that benefits from that. That's one. Where the heck are they? That's 2. Oh, missed it. That's 3. You want to get them in close proximity. That's 4. Come on. That's 5. 6. Missed it. Where the heck are you? 7. 8. Of course, that one never flies that way. 9. 10. Any 10, that's your skill point. That is the only skill point for this world. Next, another thing. And it's the gold bolt. It is actually nearby. Is a tricky gold bolt to get simply because of your angle. So yeah, let's find it. Should be up around in this area. Yeah, here it is. The reason why I say it's pretty tricky because you need to do a bit of a, not that, we'll worry about something with that a little bit later. So yeah, and then I get it first try. I've had many attempts trying to do this where I just barely don't reach, but that is not exactly an easy gold bolt to get. It's not hard, but it is something that requires a precarious angle. That's all the collectibles for this world specifically. Now we have 2 goals in mind. Let us... So we can go left or right. This does continue following Insomniac's more open, open progressive world type of deal, where we have to go to a certain part in the world to complete an objective. And one of those objectives, we're going to go here first, because there's something we can also get. There's another weapon coming up. This is one of the few weapons that you pick up rather than purchase. And we'll talk about when we collect and such. Sure, we could have gotten that gold bolt after getting this weapon, but personally, if it's like really easy for me to get, even though it requires a tricky angle, then I'll just go for it outright. Personally, I don't know why this particular area is here. Is it just literally just for bolts and nanotech? Probably. I'll be talking about why whenever I play this game. Personally, I'm not too attached to the strafe for this game specifically, because you don't really need the strafe that much. Not compared to its future titles, which does more with the gunplay, as well as does a better job with the bolt handouts, because I'm gonna just say this right now, bolts are not exactly the most plentiful. I'm pretty sure you already know this, but there's a reason why that anytime I play the original first title, there's always something I'm doing whenever we get to that point. So yeah. Now, I still need to look into more of the unused files with this game, but one thing I should make mention of is that they did have a different idea, a completely different series in mind, but wasn't coming together. They got as far as a few tech demos and such. It was just tentatively titled "Girl with a Stick." It was literally just that, and last I've seen it was in Johnny's video. He did a marathon on the Ratchet and Clank titles for the PlayStation 2. And I don't blame anyone that prefers to stick to the PS2 titles simply because of their edge and such. But that doesn't mean the other titles aren't worth looking into your attention. I mean, my first PlayStation 3 title that I cleared and platinumed was Into the Nexus. And you want to know when that released? Around the same week as the PlayStation 4. They didn't even make a PlayStation 4 version, which I feel they really should have. Because if they had made the PlayStation 4 version, I'm pretty sure the game would have sold more. I don't know, maybe it was just cost holding them back. I'm pretty sure if there was a PlayStation 4 version of Into the Nexus along with the PlayStation 3 version, I think it would have done a little bit better in hindsight. So yeah, you can already tell that once you have the blaster, you don't really need the pyrocitor anymore. And we're not exactly going to be going to shoot. It was Iridia, after this, because we're going to a couple of other places, a couple of other smaller places first. And one of them is going to require a second visit because we're going for everything in this game. All skill points, all gold bolts, you name it, we'll get it. So, yeah. And of course, continue to break everything in sight and don't be too reckless, otherwise, well, yeah. Well, at the very least, this was a checkpoint. Problem is that I have to walk a bit of a ways. And again, checkpoints kind of suck in this game. They are famine. They're not as bad. Again, the sequels do a better job with a lot of things, checkpoints being one of them. But yeah, you already know that I'm going to be complaining about checkpoints. I'm going to complain that giving little checkpoints to justify the game's justify the game's difficulty and infinite lives is not exactly what I think we should be encouraging. Looking at you, Psilocyble. Looking at you, Sonic Superstars. Ugh. And I'm on a bit of a quest to platinum every Sonic game. At least any Sonic game that isn't delisted. Which means Sonic 1 and 2 are not going to be on my radar because they've been delisted. Even though you can still do the online multiplayer mode, from what I've heard. Ooh, okay. if there's one thing that the sequel to this game does really right, the fact that the game will pause between they give you the option to allow you to have the game pause while selecting your weapon, because in this game you have to act quick if you're swapping weapons. Like, I've played Doom 16 all the way through once. I should really replay that. I have not been Eternal all the way through because one section had me stuck. Simply because of one challenge I just wasn't prepped for, and just no matter what I did. Ugh. But yeah. So let's just keep on going and such. Because we shouldn't be too far away from our next from one of our objectives. Just again, this is a very short planet. It's the shortest in the game for a reason. They give you there's only one of each skill point and gold bolt for a reason and such. Shoot. Okay, yes, I did get that mook. Oop. Alright, big guys go down with bombs. Now, whenever whenever you break a nanotech capsule, but you have full HP, the nanotech will stay there until you need healing. So yeah, and I just love long jumping in this game. As much flack as I give Super Mario 64, I do think that when you do a long jump and such, like, it's a really satisfying means of movement. Like, you have a lot of movement. It's just that many should know that I don't like Mario 64, and it just nosedives, like, very early on. Like I have similar complaints with Sonic 2, because I feel like some of the better levels are front-loaded, but I still enjoy Sonic 2 to a degree. It's just that I wish Chemical Plant was late in the game instead of early. Oh well, enough having unpopular opinions. We have the Suck Cannon. Yes, that's what it is, the Suck Cannon. You have to give them the mighty Suck! Okay, future me, make sure you put in the Spaceballs clip. I've not seen Spaceballs all the way through in years. So, anyway, the Suck Cannon. This has as much ammo. This gives you as much ammo as you're willing to. Take. Ugh. I should have done a long jump. And Giga, you're playing Ratchet and Clank, not Twilight Princess. You have to press X to get up, not hold up to get up. But that's one of our objectives here. Our next objective is, well, actually first let's get this. Oh, I want to get this, but we don't have enough. Soon money won't be a problem. There will be something early on that we can do to basically make money a non-issue. And I'm going to say this right now. Oh, we have to go to another planet. Well, I guess I did this planet too early, so, I guess we're going to Iridia then. Good thing, too. I thought we'd get this planet done in one visit, but here's me forgetting how I progress with this game. Oh well. To Iridia first, then we'll go back here. Iridia is a much larger planet by comparison. So, is a much larger planet by comparison. There's a lot more sections and a lot more, well, at least compared to the planet before it. And despite it looking very orange, well, as soon as it loads, that is not an orange planet, that is blue. Now, okay, my initial idea was to show off the electron pulse. I wanted an HDMI solution that lets you use USB-C for power. It did not capture at 60 frames per second, and it did not look that much better. So let's go here first, because when I played this game for the first time, trying it out, I didn't know to go here first to meet Skid McMarks.
It's him, Skid McMarks.
That man from the infobot.
In the flesh, little dude. you guys get a load of that epic space battle I was in?
We saw you, screaming for help.
That was like a war cry. My agent and I got ambushed on the way to hoverboard practice.
Did he survive the crash, sir?
He's okay, but I've had a little trouble getting back to my ship due to my sprained ankle.
Oh, come on.
If you can take out all the sand sharks, I just might have a spare hoverboard for you.
We'd love to help you, Mr. McMarks, but Ratchet and I need to find Captain...
One of your boards? I've always wanted a decent hoverboard. Well, alright. You just keep that foot elevated.
Now, I know the S-Video makes things look dark. I just wish there was a way I could raise the gamma for whenever I'm capturing with S-Video. But, this is kind of what I want the suck cannon for. It gives you as much ammo as you put in it, and you're only going to be able to get rid of these things by basically getting rid of the spawners that house these things. You basically suck as much as you can. I'm trying to word this as carefully as possible because I know this word can be used for haha funny Inuit, haha funny inappropriate joke go wee. Basically you try to suction in as many mooks as possible, and then once you let go of circle, you now can fire those mooks back out. It's more or less a weaponized form of Kirby's like basic Kirby's inhale and spit out and such. But of course, there's a reason why you want to break that wall. Here's one of the 3 golden bolts we can get here on our first visit. There's one we cannot get until much later into the game. We are like, we will get to that point when we get to it. But yeah, if there's one thing I wish certain games would have had, I wish they would have had a gamma correction option, because S-Video make things look pretty clear, at least on a budget. But if there's one thing that it's its huge weakness, is that, guess what? Well, it does not like dark areas. Which means, like, which means, like, for dark areas, it means I'm gonna have to do, like, well, actually, no, I don't have to worry about Wizards and Lizards, because my release of Wrath of Cortex is the one with the skip. More on that game when we get to it. I don't know if I want to keep the every 4th Let's Play is a Crash game thing. I might make it to just every 8th Let's Play because of how long that took. Like, I probably would say I can only promise it being an every 4th Let's Play if I have the energy for it, but at best I can just keep it to just every 8th. Because, yeah. The process of getting those bonus episodes done for Crash Bandicoot Warped, it was the worst. It was the absolute worst. It took much longer than a year to get to it. And because we're still stuck on this mission, I'm going to try to word things as carefully as possible, because I want to make sure that I get all my details straight without without growing too hostile about it. Dang it. Just have to be careful here, because I have 1 HP. You just want to take out the spawners. That's the only way you're going to get rid of these things. Yeah, and just remember that our L1 is to recenter the camera. You want to make sure you remember that, because it'll be a lifesaver. The darkness doesn't make this part easy to see, though. Stand your ground, because I only have 1 HP. This sucks. basically, it just, you get as much ammo as you put into it. And, when these things surround you, they will bite your ankles off. There we go. Oh gosh. Ugh. And we're not even done with these things. I still only have 1 HP because, guess what? There's one up here. It was just, it took longer than it should have. And, like, I was just absolutely frustrated I couldn't get it done sooner. And it felt like anytime I wanted to get it done, I was actively being barred from getting it done because no one would let me get the chance to just sit down, focus, and edit it. And, like, I love my friends, don't get me wrong, I care the world about them, I wouldn't be here without them. But, but there's a point where I'm like, just let me edit the dang part.
Here, man. Catch.
A brand new Z3000. You can't even buy these.
Well, I got a bail. Catch you dudes at the hoverboard races.
You've just acquired a Gadgetron Z3000 hoverboard. Use your new hoverboard at the racetrack in Blackwater City on planet Wilgar.
But yeah, it's a good thing you want to go here first, because if you don't go here first, you're gonna wonder why you can't progress past Rygar. And I can't wait to get to Rygar because there's going to be a very exciting 2 things we're going to be talking about. I'm sure it will just be a real knocker of a topic. Topic for 2 good reasons. Anywho, enough with alluding to it. Let me see. Oh yeah, okay. So there's something you want to do here. So there's like these flying transports. You want to shoot 3 of them out of the sky. It might not be easy to spot them around this part. I want to say it's those things. You want to destroy 3 of them. You only need to get 3. There are like a few of these things that want you to destroy 3. Darn this S video. Like, that's why I wanted to get the HDMI, the HDMI Electron Pulse, because I was thinking maybe I could get a clear video on a budget with 60 FPS capture, but nope. I tried it with Twin Sanity, it was only capturing at 30. That was one of them. And I have some choice words for Twin Sanity based on what I played so far. Why is it that game that gets all the praise? Seriously. So, the reason why I go for S video is because it's the best option for those that can't seem to afford getting any sort of composite options. Like, SCART is not cheap. Like, you want the best looking stuff from your old videos, prepare to pony up a lot of cash. Because, that's one. A lot of the transports are just out of range. Oh. Okay. I thought I had to destroy 3 of those things. You have to do that on the PlayStation 3 version at least. But, I destroyed one without even trying? Anywho. Yeah. We should be able to get enough for our next weapon, which, which honestly can't wait to use because it's a really good weapon. I'm not kidding. And we're going to need that weapon for like a skill point later because you're gonna want it. So. Yeah, anywho. I'm just a bit like, at a loss for words because of just how quick that was. So there are 2 pathways to take, and such. We're going to take this particular pathway first. Okay. And there's a skill point for it as well, so there's a reason why you want to take it. Now, I believe... I want to say, like, there's going to be a point in this particular area, and good job me, that you're gonna want to use. You're gonna want to make sure that you can basically try to swing to an area without your feet touching the ground in succession. Yellow ones will allow you to swing back and forth. Green ones are just basically. Think of them like homing attack pads or something like that. Something similar from the Sonic series. But yeah, we're not at that area yet. But let's just get these out of the way. Like there are a lot of boxes here. Like you can tell that this was a Naughty Dog game and such. Okay. It's this area. The skill point for this area is to basically swing to the top without touching the ground. This can be a very tricky one to get, so be prepared to go back to the start many times if you're unprepared. 1, 2, turn to the right, turn to the right again, turn to the right again, swing again. There you go. And that earns you a trophy. I think... Actually, no, it doesn't. No, it's transport that earns you the trophy. This one doesn't for some reason, even though I feel they really should have made this one worth the trophy. But, with that said, we now got the Trespasser. We need it for another planet and such, so, before we go and free ourselves from that, we have to go down here because there's a gold bolt. We don't even have to make the landing because the gold bolt will do it for us. And of course, you want to just basically just prepare yourself to go up here. Just remember that you do not need to use the first-person view for, the swinging. But of course, unfortunately, because they're all part of our weapon wheel, we have to take up weapon slots and such. The Trespasser is a series of puzzles where you need to basically guide lasers to to a target. That first one was easy to show you how it works, but guess what? They will take some time. Some brute forcing could be enough to basically get you past it, but yeah, like if you are if you're knowledgeable enough, you can probably just keep the the solutions in mind. But other than that, well, you can just solve it if you're just persistent enough at just trying everything. They shouldn't take too long to solve, even if they're not exactly fun. But I will break it up here. Next time on Ratchet & Clank, we are going to finish this planet, go back to another planet, and hopefully progress with the game. If you want to donate, there are a couple links in the description below. Any amount helps. You can have your name read if you want. And if you want to follow the series and others like it, it's just a click of the subscribe button and the bell, but you don't have to if you don't want to. The thought is appreciated. I hope you're taking really good care of yourself, and I shall now bid you adieu.